All right, so looking forward to the next game. What's the strategy moving forward to game 2, down 1 game in the 3-game series?
I think we just need to space out more. Like if Rodney and John go to the corner.
A sunny view of downtown Oklahoma City for you there. The setting of our broadcast today. Get ready for the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with 2 ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Berry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, BA. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been wheeling and dealing as of late. In the 2020 offseason, an NBA record 11 trades with 15 other teams. More at the deadline, and yet again this offseason. The end result? A mountain of draft picks in the years to come. It'll come in handy, guys.
More picks than they can possibly use. So more trades ahead, you would think, Allie. Thank you. So a moment now to see the story for Darius Bazley.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. Fox and Halliburton are the guard set. Barnes is the 4 with Holmes in the middle. And it's Harkless in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, we've got Luguentz Dort, also Darius Bazley out there. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Well, we've got some hot starts and some ugly starts early in the season. Grant, how long should teams wait before worrying about their record?
Well, it's simple, BA. If you have a bad record, you should always be worried. But most GMs don't think about making changes until about the halfway mark.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Here's Baisley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, not allowing that contact to trip him up, Baisley made a very athletic finish there.
Here's Fox, plenty of space. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable. Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Now here's Halliburton, guarded closely. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Here's the three. Sinks the tray.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time Dort playing unselfishly.
Pass to Holmes.
Oklahoma City foul. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Barnes. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Barnes so good at getting to that area on the floor and then making sure it counts.
And he gets the bucket.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Harkless. Off target from outside. The Thunder have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And it's in there.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game. This team had a huge belief in Darius Baisley and the potential that he had.
The Thunder have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it down low. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And with Baisley, his breakout came in the Orlando bubble.
Got a lot of minutes down there and made the most of his chances. I think that's grown his confidence.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Oklahoma City foul. Darius Baisley. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Hey guys, they're passing the ball very efficiently here in the first half.
I also like on the offensive end how they're working to get the ball into the paint, into the teeth of the defense. They've created a lot of high percentage shots so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he's good on the second. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 15-5 run. Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, this has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The shot by Dort, no good. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the floor. It's Fox with a drive. And Fox powers it home.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the wing on the left. Halliburton outside. Barnes with it. Baisley on him. Tries again. And there's the rejection. And they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer, Fox. The Thunder pull it in. Last time they met was right here, and they were able to come out with a win.
The last game between these teams was so close, but ultimately their bench put them over the top.
Yeah, without the scoring they got from that second unit, that is not a game they would have won. They needed every one of those points that they got off the bench.
Ooh, ripped away. And a fast break now for the Thunder.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And Sacramento shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Here's Fox. That one's wide left.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Dort. Come on. Impressive.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Fox making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Timeout called. Sacramento.
Tyrese Halliburton opened some eyes in his first season in the way that he played. I mean, just has such a headiness about him. Ended up being the 12th pick in the draft.
Favors checked in for Oklahoma City. And when you talk about efficiency, these are the guys that come to mind. Here are the league's best shooters so far. Fourth, Rashawn Holmes.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Knocks it loose. Dort with a steal. For the finish. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And Dort's defense igniting the break that time. Good anticipation as to where the ball was going.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. The drive by Dort. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Watch Lou Dort play, and he's going to make it a nightmare on anybody that he's guarding.
And with Dort, the numbers don't jump out, but Brent, the eye test is easily passed.
Well, his footwork is remarkable, lateral quickness, and with that wide frame, it's tough to get around him and that tenacity he plays with.
That's good from Dort. Well, if you're a fan of this team, you have to be happy with the way Dort's game has grown.
You can count on Dort to continue to improve. I mean, he's made huge strides after his rookie year. He has a great trajectory for his career.
Heald's checked in for the Kings. And Dort hits them both.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz, Dort, and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
Holmes down low. Favors covering. Poke loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Favors. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. That's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Fox picks him up. Here's Dort. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now a timeout by Sacramento.
And Darius Bazley with an interesting path to the NBA. He skipped college in 2019, did his own private workouts to prepare for the league.
And some changes here for the Kings. Thompson, he's checked in for Holmes. Davis comes in for Harkless. And Mitchell subbed in for Fox. Now here's Mitchell. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Favors with it. And it's Hield picking him up. Favors shot is good.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Here's Mitchell. Hield from outside. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And the spacing right there for Buddy Hield allows him to get that shot off. You just can't give him that kind of space or he's going to hurt you.
And it's good. 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20 points.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Outside Mitchell. Here's Barnes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
Barnes at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Harrison Barnes, great experience at Golden State, a proven champion on that team, and now entering prime years of his career, trying to be consistent and trying to get a little bit better.
Both free throws good from Barnes. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And that one's good. Gilgeous Alexander.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Inside, here's Mitchell. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City. And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Grant.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's conference finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Thunder Girl.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Roby, he's checked in for Baisley. Pokashevsky comes in for Dort. And Maladon subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maladon. Check by Mitchell. Maladon, no good. The Kings have gone 7 of 16 so far. Pass to Hield. Unloads. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And Pokusevski gets it to go.
They're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Sacramento has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land. Davis drawing the double team. The 3 from Barnes. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. With the drive. That one falls. He's got 5.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Now here's Davis. What? No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Hield on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And the Kings with another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Favors. Misses in close.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Mitchell. Hield's got 11 points.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Not the tallest center in the league, he more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's Hield. 14 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team. Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Here's Maladon. He's guarded by Barnes. And yep, it's good.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And here they come. He's all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full. Hustling and still working hard out there.
Outside Mitchell. They need this. It's hauled in by Pokusevski.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Roby on the take. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another now.
And B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's Mitchell. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And that one's good. Maladon.
Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
Outside Mitchell. That shot is off. And the Thunder going the other way now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Favors misses. Sacramento has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Hield passes to Mitchell. And rejected. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
So both teams making some changes here. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Hield. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Well,
foul.
Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender. And eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Quietly, Buddy Hield has had some good moments in the NBA thus far. I know coming in, a lot of attention as a high draft choice, but his offensive game and the players around him, as they get better, are helping Buddy Hield out.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Roby. And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, the rugged big man, Derek Favors, with over a decade in the league. Coming off the bench, he looks to make an immediate impact.
Come out on the court, just going full speed. As soon as we come out, make plays, be vocal out there.
And Favors in his prime, Grant, has become a voracious rebounder.
So true, B.A. With the smaller minutes load, there's no need to hold anything back.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
And so in the game for the Kings, Mitchell and Halliburton, the guards. Tristan Thompson is out there with Barnes. And it's Hield in at the 3. Muscala. Thompson pulls it in. Roby can't hit.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Here's Pokusevski to the paint. Puts it up from 12. Sacramento grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Thunder foul. Kenrich Williams.
Both teams will make substitutions.
First personal foul. First team foul. King substitution.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Mitchell's shot is good.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Well, we hear about NBA players whose dads played in the league or overseas. But for Tyrese Halliburton, his father, John, was a referee.
I mean, that man, Tyrese, was exposed to the game at such a young age. His father, John, took him to basketball camps starting in preschool. And when you watch how Tyrese plays, it's obvious he has a great feel for the game.
Back to Muscala. He gets it in there.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Harkless. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Mike Muscala. All right, Grant, if you could be GM for one rebuilding team right now, which would it be?
Oh, wow. That's tough. I mean, you got the Grizzlies with Morant. You got the Pels with Zion. You got the Mavs with Doncic. You know, I'll probably stick with the Pelicans and Zion Williamson. I think he has a lot to offer and has the ability to dominate in this league.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Maledon. Rebound by the Kings. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And it was just a strange loss. They were far from their best, but still managed to keep it close.
Yeah, really the only thing close, though, about that game was the score. In just about every other aspect, they were totally outplayed. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
To the inside, Muscala, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Dort, he's checked in for Maledon.
Shooting one.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Williams against Fox. Pass to Harkless. Halliburton on the wing. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And they pick up 2. So Dort's got 14 points.
And you love it when Dort gets that kind of momentum and is charging towards the basket. Not many people want to get in his way. Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Now here's Dort. He's got 14. Paisley, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Pokashevsky. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Combine a lot of things with Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ.
The Kings have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Halliburton finds Fox. Holmes with it, who poked away. Back to Fox. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. He's got 10.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Dort not afraid to use his size and to play with that kind of physicality.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Luguentz Dort. At the line for 2.
first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. The Kings have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Outside heel. 4-3. That shot off. And the Thunder going the other way now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
It's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Sacramento ball.
Thunder on D. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. He got a piece of it. Halliburton up top. Williams defending. Now Fox. Back to Halliburton. The 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Hield. Second chance shot. And Sacramento again with the bucket.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Dort into the lane. Oh, a rip-rattling two-handed jam.
And Luguentz, Dort, one thing you appreciate about him is he brings that competitive juice every night.
Well, the Kings shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Pass to Holmes. All sorts of time. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Holmes has got 9.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
That one goes in.
More and more, Gilgeous-Alexander gaining in strength and confidence to get on the interior and make something happen.
So it's Sacramento now. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Halliburton, the pass to Hield, down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
13 foul.
In some ways, De'Aaron Fox is a good lesson in patience for owners. He did explode out the gate after being picked 5th overall back in 2017. But after a long time, he has found his footing and looks spectacular out there on the floor.
Shooting 2.
Free throw's good for Fox. You know, Grant, in terms of improvement after his rookie year, you saw it across De'Aaron Fox's entire stat line.
Yeah, once he got comfortable in the league, he started going off. He increased his shooting and assist numbers and got himself nominated for Most Improved Player in 2019.
The Kings making a switch here. Davis is checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
Favors misses. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Sacramento ball.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Fox outside. Here's Heald. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got his 4th assist in this one.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
And it's Sacramento's ball. Fox with the ball. Coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Is passing another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Here's Dort. The Kings getting their last shot to go. His 2nd miss of the game. He's 7 for 9. Outside Davis. They swipe it. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Dort for 3. And they'll get another chance. From behind the arc. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
So the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Knocked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. Pass to Favors. The 3. The shot by Dort, no good.
He's cold from distance here in the 2nd quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings.
Tristan Thompson.
That's tipped. From downtown, his 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And we've begun to see their 3-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Fox picks him up. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander and the way that he's working. He's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
You look at Gilgeous-Alexander and the way he plays, he has kind of that old man style to him. A lot of crafty moves and fakes in his book.
Roby, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Kings also with a sub. Mitchell's checked in.
Shooting 1.
And talking about Gilgeous-Alexander, this guy plays like a 10-year vet.
I mean, he has great footwork to get to the paint. He uses those Euro steps and hesitation so well. I mean, he reminds me in some ways of a young Manu.
Now here's Davis. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Back to Mitchell. Connects on the 17-footer.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Tipped away. It's Dort on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. Dort's shot is good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Sacramento has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the 2nd. Pass to Davis. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside Davis. Just 5 on the clock.
That's
a different look for Oklahoma City. Pokashevsky comes in for Dort. And Maladon subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's Sacramento now. Right side Mitchell. Clock at 6. Here's Davis. Plenty of space. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Here's Pokashevsky. Soft touch off the glass.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Sacramento shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to Harkless. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
This is legit showmanship right here. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the tomahawk there.
That's more than just getting 2 points. That was sending a clear message.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Mitchell, the pass to Thompson. And he drives in. Giddy. And the layup falls. He's got 9.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run. That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Team foul. At the line for the Kings.
Timeout called. The Thunder. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Second free throw, no good.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Out to the right wing. Maladon for 3. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. Gets himself open and drills it. Mitchell's got 8.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Maladon for 3, and it falls. 4 for 8 for him from the floor.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
On the wing, Davis. Back to Mitchell. 29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field. And the Thunder shooting has been incredible. 72%. Charity stripe shot, and there's another one for the Thunder.
A very high percentage look when the D is nowhere to be seen.
Here's Mitchell. He's got 10. Ooh, poked away. Here's Maladon. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. He ended up with 33 points, 5 steals, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
They played smart. They took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the shot.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
First of all, where's the intensity on this? You think when a team is pumping you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. They keep giving up open looks, letting the lead get bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Luguentz Dort out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Giddey in a shooting guard. That's the group from Mark Daigneault starting the second half. On offense, here are the Thunder. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
So it's Sacramento now. The Thunder making their last shot. Fox right side. Can't hit the step back J. Fox has gone 5 of 13 from the field. Here's Dort. Halliburton with some nice D. Well, Sacramento is shooting about 60% for the game. Baisley goes in. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barnes has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander has that length to be able to extend up to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Here we go, all alone. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Lets it go from 14. Count that bucket. Barnes has got 9.
Barnes pretty much at ease from that spot on the floor.
Here's Dort. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Harkless. No good on the 3.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Dort. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in the game. Halliburton left side. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's a pretty easy opportunity for a teammate, all courtesy of Harrison Barnes.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
The Canadian Shai Gilgeous-Alexander starting to become the face of the Thunder in their rebuild.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And as you said, Brent, Gilgeous-Alexander is the clear centerpiece for this team.
I think the quiet confidence, BA, that he has is probably one of the more remarkable aspects of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, he's going about his business, but he's not talking about it. He's showing you what he's capable of doing.
Heald's checked in for Harkless. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA. Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip, get up to throw down. Next step kind of action there from Shai as he's able to find the open teammate.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Fox the pass to Holmes. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Here's Fox. Takes it inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
De'Aaron Fox just continues in the offseason, BA, to explore where it is he can get just a little bit better. And that's going to be tough on defenses this season.
Free throw's good for Fox. And the improvement we've seen from Fox, it's across the board, Brent. It's not just about scoring.
And that's the kind of growth that you like to see. So playmaking, a little bit more defense. And then I think for this ball club, looking for a leader. And De'Aaron Fox would love to be that.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for Fox. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 for 9 in the half. From about 19, not enough on that one as it misses.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Heald from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. The Thunder shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. A quick shot there. It's off target. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Halliburton for 3. Sacramento again missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Lets it fly. The Thunder with another miss.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Favors checked in for Oklahoma City.
Derek Favors.
Here's Barnes. He's got 9. Heald passes to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's Dort. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Dort's got 26 points.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Here's Halliburton. Oh, he misses the dunk. The layup might have been a better option for him. Here's Favors. Rebound by the Kings. Barnes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Fox has got 18 points.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Another shot. Favors' shot is good.
A qualified interior scorer. Favors uses size and skill to beat his man.
Pass to Holmes. Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Sacramento has gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Holmes. Yes, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Dort. Oklahoma City gets it back. Goes back up. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
And more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Dort. Hauled in by the Kings. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. And that'll be the 4th game of this 5-game road trip.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 39. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it.
Kings ball.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Baisley. And Pokashevsky subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. The Kings making a switch here. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And the basket by Heel.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Dort. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Healed with room to shoot. And again, it's Sacramento converting. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Outside, Williams. Here's Pokashevsky. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Oklahoma City shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. The shot by Dort, no good. Sacramento has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. To the paint. Here's Davis. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Here's Dort. Here's Muscala. And they're going to count that bucket and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Second team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In the first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
And also, they've been very committed to just this hard-charging, attacking style of offense. A lot of points tonight coming off of penetrating the gaps on defense.
Here's Davis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting 1 free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or 2. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Yeah, those are good questions. We'll see, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Davis. From 10 feet away. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Davis has gone 3 for 5 shooting from the floor. Here's Maladon. Not going to go that time. So Sacramento will take it the other way. Right side, Mitchell. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. Harkless is checked in for Metu.
Maurice Harkless.
Goes up off the inbound. The bank shot, no good. On offense, here are the Thunder. Williams on the wing. to the middle. Pass to Pokusevski. Jacks up a three. Thompson pulls it in. Sacramento has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Davis, the pass to Hield, and it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Sacramento ball.
Here's Mitchell. 10 points for him from the arc. And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Mitchell. Hield's got 12 points here in the second half.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Knocks down the long J.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Pokusevski. Sinks the 15-footer. Pokushevski's got 8 points. Sacramento has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Outside Hield. Fires the three. Another three for Sacramento.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And it's Williams off the drive. An easy 2 on the layup. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Williams. Maladon for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Davis. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Assisted
Give him 8.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
From the wing, here's Muscala. That one drops for him.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Sacramento has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Now Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Lets it go from the wing. Williams misses. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Snatched away. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
So it's Sacramento now. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Muscala. Maladon attacking. Rebound by the Kings. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Davis. Hey, nice D from Muscala. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Now, one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Fires from the wing. Second chance effort, and he lays it in. Muscala's got 12 points in the game.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
The defense producing easy looks, it just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
And so it's Oklahoma City just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at the Kings, Tristan Thompson is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Terrence Davis. Then there's Mitchell. And it's Harkless in at the 3. And here are the Kings now. Inside, here's Mitchell. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pass to Mitchell. This one for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To the inside, Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
Here's Maladon. Check by Mitchell. Maladon, no good.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Up and in on the layup. Maladon's got 19.
Running at every opportunity. They have a huge edge in transition points.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Thompson against Muscala. Here's Bagley. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Pokusevski. Over Mitchell. Pokusevski the miss.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Bagley finds Thompson. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. The Kings making a switch here. Len's checked in. So it's Sacramento now. To the middle. Here's Harkless. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Bagley with a nice job of surveying there.
Here's Maladon. Second shot opportunity. It's good. Muscala's got 9 points now in the second half.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
And it's Bagley with a rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Outside Mitchell. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
There's the drive. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? The Thunder have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth. Lays it up and banks it in.
There's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Got a piece of it. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
They've been unable to get guys back up court.
Outside Mitchell. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 6 of 12 shots to go here in this fourth quarter. Here's Maledon driving in, banked it in off the glass. Maledon's got 6 in the quarter. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Davis, the pass to Mitchell. That one falls, coming off Davis' feed. Davis has got assist number 8 here already in the game. The Thunder have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Jerome. Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City. Dort, he's checked in for Maledon. Halliburton's checked in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Mitchell. And here's Muscala for 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It'll be on Marvin Bagley. Well, Grant, you've won the NBA Sportsmanship Award 3 times, tied with Mike Conley for the most ever.
Wow, no, it is a humbling experience to get voted for that award by your peers. You know, it's all about, I think, trying to play the game the right way with integrity. And Conley is a guy that truly embodies that.
3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. For Sacramento, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Pass to Davis. They get the rebound. Right side Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
The 3 is up. Rebounded by Fox. Fox has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Halliburton. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Dort for 3. Hauled in by the Kings.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
That one a little long. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. What a job the NBA has done in terms of broadcasting, allowing fans to stream games from really any device. How have you enjoyed that, Brent?
Well, it's awesome working in the front office, BA, just to be anywhere in the country or outside internationally scouting. Turn on my phone, flip on the tablet, be able to watch any game that's being played in the NBA. What a treat.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's man. The Thunder with another miss. Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Dort against Davis. Knocked loose. Dort for 3. And it's Bagley with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Jerome. Connects from downtown. Jerome's got 5 points in the quarter. The Kings shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Halliburton misses. Oklahoma City's got just 1 of 6 threes to go in the fourth. And it's Dort off the drive. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A., playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Down low. Here's Bagley. The Thunder pull it in. Man's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the shot no good, a bit short. Tipped.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Halliburton, the pass to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, Bagley can really get up with that length. That's a nice throwdown.
The Thunder shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter. Here's man. And out of bounds. Sacramento will have it.
Kings ball.
And the Thunder making a change here. Favors is checked in.
Favors.
And Sacramento shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth. Fox goes in.
You see how dangerous De'Aaron Fox can be when he uses that speed.
Oklahoma City shooting the rock at 58%. 19-footer. They get it again. Favors. And the dunk by Favors.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Bagley's gone 6 of 8 from the field. Here's man. Here's Favors. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. On the wing, Davis. Inside. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
20 feet out. Buries the jump shot.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Pass to Halliburton. There's the triple. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Wing shot on the way. Oklahoma City gets it back. And the shot goes.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now Fox from outside the arc. Dort grabs the miss. And stolen by Bagley. Oh, got that one up quick. Bagley's got 16 points here in the second half.
I feel like he's got a big boost of energy as the production on the offensive end from Bagley has been phenomenal.
Puts it up from 17. He can't get that one to fall. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And finished off by Davis. That gives him a double-double in this one.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You can feel the shake after that. Good. They get it back. Here's Favors. Again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And the shot's good.
Well, he's a high percentage shooter that close. Lynn being aggressive right now every time he's getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Fox. Davis with a rebound.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Thunder.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Roby, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Williams comes in for Dort. Here are the Kings with the ball now. They're on a 19-6 run. Fox, that's good.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And the basket by Halliburton.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.
I tell you, some people can score and some people can score. And unquestionably, he was able to score tonight. Man, the defense had no chance. They couldn't contain him, and he took full advantage.
Muscala, he's checked in for Favors. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams misses. To the paint. Here's Fox. Shots blocked. Here's man, defended by Halliburton. Shot on the wing. Roby can't hit. Halliburton outside. And Bagley gets it to go on the assist from Halliburton.
This is kind of where I feel like his comfort zone is, as Bagley hurts the defense from there.
Man, no good from the wing. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.